Why ambitious people stay lazy. Have you ever sat alone at night thinking, what happened to me? You used to feel motivated, excited, focused. You had goals, big dreams, a version of yourself you truly believed you could become. But now, you wake up tired. You delay everything. You keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. And every time you fail to change, you blame yourself even more. You call yourself lazy, undisciplined, weak. But what if that's not the real problem? What if your brain isn't lazy? What if it's exhausted? Because look at the world around you. Every single day your attention gets attacked. Notifications, short videos, messages, comparison, pressure, noise. Your brain never truly rests anymore. And slowly, without noticing, you lose the ability to focus deeply. Even simple tasks begin to feel painful. Studying feels impossible. Working feels exhausting. Even doing something important for your future feels too hard. So instead of facing it, you escape. You open social media for 5 minutes. Then suddenly 2 hours disappear. You watch videos you don't even care about. You scroll endlessly, not because you enjoy it, but because it helps you avoid reality for a little while. And the worst part? You still have ambition. That's why this hurts so much, because deep inside, you know you could become more. You see people succeeding online, building businesses, improving themselves, changing their lives, and you wonder, why can't I do the same? But you're comparing their highlights to your worst moments. You're fighting a mental battle nobody sees, and over time, procrastination becomes a habit. Not because you enjoy wasting time, but because your brain starts associating effort with stress, so every important task feels emotionally heavy. That's why you wait. You wait for motivation. You wait for the perfect mood. You wait for the right day. But that day never comes, because motivation is temporary. If you only work when you feel motivated, you'll stay stuck forever. The people who change their lives are not superhuman. They simply learn one important thing. Action comes first. Motivation comes after. Read that again. Most people think motivation creates action, but actually, action creates motivation. The hardest part is always the beginning. Your brain resists discomfort. That's normal. But once you start moving, something changes. Energy appears, momentum appears, confidence appears. Not instantly, but slowly. That's why small actions matter more than giant plans. Don't try to suddenly become perfect overnight. That's exactly why people quit. Instead, start painfully small. If you want to study, study for 5 minutes. If you want to work out, do 10 push-ups. If you want to fix your life, start by fixing your sleep. Small actions sound weak, but small actions repeated daily literally rebuild your identity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your brain starts trusting you again. And confidence is built through proof, not thoughts, not motivation videos. Proof. The proof that you can rely on yourself. And listen carefully. You do not need to become the most productive person in the world. You just need to stop destroying yourself with guilt every day. Because guilt drains energy. Self-hatred drains energy. Constantly calling yourself lazy drains energy. Instead of attacking yourself, understand yourself. Your mind is overloaded, distracted, tired, but not broken. And your life is not ruined just because you've been stuck for a while. Some people waste years before they finally wake up. Let this be your wake-up moment. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, not when life becomes easier. Now. Because the longer you wait, the harder starting becomes. One day turns into 1 year frighteningly fast, and one of the worst feelings in life is realizing you had potential, but kept postponing your own future. So please, stop waiting to feel ready. Start before you're ready. Start tired, start scared, start unmotivated. Just start. Because tiny progress is still progress, and the version of you that you dream about, that person is not built in one giant moment.